All right, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this, you're probably watching it on YouTube, but you notice I've got my EXP Military Network hat on. If you don't know what that is, we also have the EXP pillow in the background. Lots of propaganda going on here with the company, but if you don't know what that is, something new and huge EXP is rolling out. And as you know, I'm a huge fan of the military after doing 12 years in that. And it's going to be very exciting for EXP agents everywhere and also for their clients. It's something huge. They tweaked it, not tweaked it. What does that say? What is it saying, Stacy? They gave us a little peek at it when we were at the EXP convention. They're going to really roll it out here in Las Vegas coming up in 2 months. So we're excited about that. But today's not to talk about that. Today's to talk about powerful quotes. Whenever you want to, or whenever I want to get my head back in line of where I need to be, I like to go to quotes that people have said that are a lot smarter and a lot more successful than me. And so what I do is I put them, when I come across them, I put them into my phone. I don't know if you can see that. It says powerful quotes. And I can go through and I can buzz through them and I can just read them. And I found actually if I read them out loud, so that I'm actually saying them and hearing them, it works better. So I'm just going to go over some of mine today. You guys don't have to take these ones. You can go and get your own, but it's a great idea to keep powerful quotes that you run across, people you admire, people you respect, and stick them in a notes section on your phone. You can go back to. So without further ado, let's get into it. So these are powerful quotes that I read to myself. First one I have is this one. Seconds matter. Every second counts. Either you are building or you're decaying in every second. Like we measure, a lot of times in business, we measure our day's success by hours, right? We set our appointment by the hour. And a very successful entrepreneur taught me you should not be scheduling your day in 1 hour time blocks. You should be scheduling it in 15-minute windows. 15-minute windows. Are you kidding me? That's like how the hyper successful, that's how like Richard Branson runs, 182 businesses at once, all these super successful people, things that they're doing. The seconds matter. Every single second counts. And so that's awesome. Here's another one we've got. It's Tony Robbins said this one, and I love this one. He says, when your should becomes a must, everything changes. Everything changes. When your should becomes a must. I should go to the gym. I should eat healthy. I should make that sales call. I should make that video to my sphere, right? When your should becomes a must, everything changes, right? For example, if you know that you should eat healthy, right? You know you should. When you go and you have a heart attack and the doctor says eat healthy or you're going to die, then it becomes a must and it becomes a lot easier to do. So when your should becomes a must, everything changes, right? Same thing can go with business, right? In your finances, when you're on the verge of bankruptcy, it becomes a must and you get out and you do the things that you should have done. Well, now they're a must do, okay? I like this next one. Have faith that the one thing that never happened for us was the best thing that ever happened to us. There are things in your past, if you look back and identify them, it's actually a really cool mental exercise to go through. Look back in your past and go, man, remember that one thing I really wanted to do, or I really wanted to have happen for me or to me? It was the best thing that ever happened to us not getting it. For me, it was becoming a doctor, right? I was going to go to medical school. I got a National Merit Scholarship, plus I was in the military to go to college for free. And I was going to go to medical school and was going to be a doctor, right? And thank goodness, oh my gosh, I look back now, I have doctor friends and I'm like, thank God I did not become a doctor, because they are some of the unhappiest financially strapped people that I know, and their lives, they have no time. But I'm so glad that never happened for me. And you probably have something in your life too. Maybe it was a relationship or a thing that you really wanted. Now you look back and like, dodged a bullet on that one, right? Then I have another one that's a military saying, and so I will edit this for family friendly. It says, do the work, do the freaking work. Do the work, do the freaking work, right? Embrace the suck. Look, this is gonna suck. I'm glad. I'm glad it's going to suck. That's embracing the suck. Why? Because most people won't do the suck. They won't. And so that puts you so much further ahead. For example, I'm going to go back to this because I just met with an agent the other night. We were talking about this. Doing videos to your sphere of people that you want to connect with, right? That sucks. No one wants to be on video. No one likes how they sound. No one likes how they look. That's awesome. Why? Because no one else will do it. No one else will do it. If it's easy and it doesn't suck, everyone will do it. And if everyone does it, what happens? It waters down the effect. The fact that no one else will do it sets you up higher and above everyone else. And I love that. Okay. This is the next one I learned from a counselor. Never miss a good chance to shut up. Never miss a good chance to shut up. If there's the opportunity for you to stop talking, it's probably a good idea to stop. That one is a hard one. That's a lifelong, lifelong problem for me that I'm going to have to go through and continue to read that one. That would actually be at the top of my list. Never miss a good chance to shut up. Okay. Here's another one I learned with interpersonal relationships from a mentor. Listen to understand, not just to hear. Oh my gosh, that one. Listen to understand, not just to hear. And here's what I was taught. The litmus test for this is if you're just listening to hear. If when the other person is talking, your spouse, the business person you're talking to, the teacher that's teaching you, your mentor, if already in your head, you're formulating a response to what they're saying, like that little voice in your head, right? If you're saying to yourself right now, what little voice in my head? That little voice. That voice that just said that to you, like what little voice is he talking about? If you're already formulating a response, you are not listening to understand. You are listening to hear. You're ready to put forward your position and things like that. And that one is really important, especially in intimacy, personal relationships. That's a big one. Listen to understand, not just to hear. And a great way to work through that is to ask a question about what they just said, to repeat back to them what they just said and say, did I get that right? Oof. Try that with your spouse or your partner. And when they say something that's important to them, repeat back to what they said and said, did I get that right? What I'm getting is this, and see if they got that right. Okay. So that's a good one. This is a great business one right here. This one should go on one of those posters you put on the wall. Dreams without action is the path to delusion. Let me say that one again. Dreams without action is the path to delusion. Stacey and I have been doing this for a long time, 25 years. We always hear people saying what they're going to do, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that and everything. And that's all great. Having goals is awesome. You absolutely should have goals that you're going to do. But if you don't have the action steps behind it, actionable items that you're going to do, the daily grind actions to get there, you're never going to do it, right? It'd be the same as if you were working out. Hey, I'm going to get into shape. I'm going to get into shape this year. But if you don't have the daily actionable plans to do it and execute on that action, it's just delusion. Your dream is delusion. That's a tough one to swallow, but it's a goodie, right? This one's great. For anybody who grew up and you weren't a member of the Lucky Sperm Club, right? You didn't grow up with a rich, well-connected family who gave you all the benefits and, got you into the Ivy League schools when you didn't deserve to be there, right? All of that stuff. This quote is for you and for me, and that's this. Hard work is the universe's great equalizer. Hard work is the universe's great equalizer because you're actually given a blessing by not being gifted all that stuff as a kid. If you grew up in a tough neighborhood and parents that were scraping to get by and who were busting their hump and you had to work 4 jobs through college to get through there and things like that, just know that was a gift that was given to you because hard work is the universe's great equalizer. Why is it that we see that families that make a lot of money right? And the parents, maybe they're first-time millionaires, and they get out there and they came from nothing and they turned into being super successful. Why is it that their children quite frequently end up being screw-ups or not successful? Because they were just given everything as kids and they never had to learn how to work. Hard work is the universe's great equalizer. You can outwork anybody and be a champion and be more successful than them, however you define success. I define success like this. That might even be in one of my quotes. Nope, it's not, but it's going to be after I do this. Success defined is something I took from Tony Robbins. Success is this: being able to do what I want, with who I want, when I want, where I want, for as long as I want to do it. That's success. That to me would be, I had a successful life. Being able to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, where I want, for as long as I want to do it. That's huge. That's a Tony Robbins. It's not on my list, but I'm going to add it. We get done talking here. Okay. How about this one? Destiny will avoid you until you are no longer willing to tolerate where you are now. Woo! Destiny will avoid you until you are no longer willing to tolerate where you are now. See, we get what we tolerate. If your boss is treating you bad at work or something like that, that's because you tolerate it, right? If your children are acting up, it's because you tolerate it. If your spouse doesn't treat you the way you want, or your neighbor or something like that, whatever it is, we get what we tolerate. And destiny will avoid you until you are no longer willing to tolerate where you are now. I love that one. I've been saying this to people recently, and this is one of our great quotes. I actually learned it down in the Virgin Islands. But every day is a blessed day if I'm above ground. Every day is a blessed day if I'm above ground. So in the Virgin Islands, it's very important to, as you approach complete strangers, they know if you're not from the island if you don't say good morning to them, either good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, right? And if there's two people walking towards you, you say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, like that. It's crazy. If there's three, guess what? Good morning, good morning, good morning, like that, okay? And so here a lot of times, we don't even talk to people as they pass us, right? They're just, whatever, right? We're so busy here. We don't acknowledge human beings. And I love that down there, saying good morning to people. And so I started with Stacy, and it's been getting amazing responses. I've been doing it up here too, in the US too. And that's this. When you say, hey, how are you doing, man? And they usually say something like, oh, great, how are you? And I always say this: it's a great day to be alive. And it stops people in their tracks. Literally.
I'm not on camera.
Hey, Sean, I can hear you.
I'm not on.
I muted you. It's a great day to be alive. Say that to somebody when they say, hey, how are you doing? Say, it's a great day to be alive. And you know what they'll say? I've been saying actually in the mornings when I go to Myers, there's a guy unloading he's a Pepsi stocker. It must be the guy that drives the Pepsi truck and comes in. He knows me now by it. When I come in to get hot dogs for my raccoons, he knows that it's me. I say, it's a great day to be alive. And he goes, you got that, brother. And so we always give each other what's up at 6:30 in the morning over at the Myers over here. And it's cool being recognized by that. Anyways, try that. It's a great day to be alive. And it is a great day to be alive. Yeah, you're no problem, Sean. No worries, no worries. So how about this? How are we doing on time? Oh boy, why I ran way over. Okay. How about this? If you're looking for a reason to succeed in life, everyone has to have a why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you being an entrepreneur? It's so much easier to go get a job and just get a steady paycheck and just live off that, and just live off the paycheck and just kind of meander down the river of life and just see wherever it takes you, right? Being an entrepreneur is hard. But listen to this one. This is going to maybe help you out. There's a generation of people attached to my why I'm doing this. If I don't succeed, they can't and won't believe they can win. This is more than just my life that I'm doing this for. Because sometimes you need to have a reason to get it and go after it. Look, we're weirdos. Entrepreneurs are weird people. Everyone else is going this way, and we're swimming upstream. Think about that. right? We're going the opposite direction as everyone else. But there is a generation of people attached to my why I'm doing this. If I don't succeed, they can't and won't believe they can win. And this is more than just my life. You think you can teach your kids stuff? You can tell them all day long, but they're watching. We're saying there are more things caught than are taught. More things are caught than are taught. They're going to watch it. They're going to listen. They're going to see what you do versus what you tell them. And I think it's great. There's a generation of people attached to your why. You must win because their entire life is attached to it. That one gets you motivated. All right. Okay. A couple more and we're done. Everyone has a story, but no one wants to hear it unless you overcome and win. You know what everybody's favorite story is? The story where you crashed and burned and rose from the ashes like the phoenix. That's the best story. No one wants to watch a movie or read a book of where the person was a winner in life. They were born into a winning family and they just won the whole time, their entire life. All they ever did was win and they shot straight to the top and the best they were and they had no adversity. What a crappy story that would be, right? No one would read it. No one would buy it. No one would watch the movie. No one would want it. What everybody loves, though, is when somebody, maybe they were up at first and they got chopped down, they lost it all, and then they came back. That's the story everybody loves. So why do I have that quote on there? Because I've been down, been out, but not out completely, right? Knocked down 10 times, get up 11. That's what I always say. And that one is a great story. And one day, somebody will want to hear your story because everybody has one. So if you're not where you want to be right now, just know you are writing your story that somebody else needs to hear. You're going to inspire somebody and say, look, I was at where you are now. Let me tell you what you can do and how you can get there. Okay? All right. Couple more. And then I know I said couple more and we're done. 3 minutes and I'm going to stop at 20 after. All right. And if you need to go, you can jump off. These are supposed to be quick and short. If you don't like the harvest you're getting, you got to change the seed. So if the results you're getting aren't what you want, you got to change the seed. What's the seed? It's the work you're doing up front. All those little tiny mundane tasks that are required to get you to where you want to go as an entrepreneur. If you don't like the harvest, you got to change the seed that you're sowing. That's not working. Whatever it is, change it and start over and go harder, and you will get a harvest that you're looking for. Make room in your life for life. I wrote that one down. Make room in your life for life. Don't forget, what's the old cliche? Don't forget to stop and smell the roses. Know that the end destination is not what life is. It's the journey to get there. Enjoy the ride. Know that you're going there. It's a great day to be alive, right? Because life accepts you as you are. And can you accept you for you? Just know that everyone else around you accepts you for who you are. But are you accepting you for you? Whew, that's a tough one. We are tougher on ourselves than we would ever be on any other human being. We say things to ourselves internally. You know, you're a loser, you're ugly, you're fat, you say all these things inside your head, whatever it is that you say that's negative, you would never say those to another human being. And we say those to ourselves. And just so you know, life accepts you as you are. Can you accept you for you? The answer is you should, because you're awesome. All right. Of all the crimes human beings are capable of committing, the most horrible and unnatural is ingratitude. Not showing gratitude, right? That act of gratitude can replace any negative emotion you're having. Fear, anger, envy, whatever it is you're feeling, if you show and practice gratitude, it will replace that. Of all the crimes humans are capable of committing, the most horrible and unnatural is ingratitude, not being grateful, being entitled, thinking you're owed something. You are not owed anything. And I got a bunch more, but I'm going to wrap it up there. And this one just goes with the last one I just said. Gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. And so I'm going to end it with this. I am grateful for all of you. If you're watching this, I'm grateful for you. Grateful for your friendship, grateful for your insight, grateful for you teaching me things, grateful for the opportunity to learn, grateful for the opportunity to maybe help something in your life. If you're in business together, I'm grateful that we're building a business together and a life that not just changes our lives now, but the lives of future generations of people that we'll never get to meet, maybe, because we won't be here anymore. But maybe they'll still tell stories about us. Our great-great-grandfather Jim, here's what he did to take our family's path from where we were going this way to get us to where we are now. Wouldn't that be awesome? Have people do that. And so being on here today, come up with your own list of quotes. When you hear somebody say something, right? Famous people, you want to attribute it to them on here, you know, Gandhi, people you follow like that, Nelson Mandela, all kinds of these awesome people. Put the quotes in there and write them down. And when things are just, I don't know, the brain needs a little work, pull them out and read them, things that apply to you. So have a great day. Thanks for jumping on. Good luck to all of you out there. As you know, Stacey and I are always available if you have any questions, need some, as Stacey says, a checkup from the neck up, hit us up. We'd love to talk to you personally and go through things, show you some of our experience of where we've been to get you to where you want to go. Everyone have a great one. Peace. And don't forget, this is coming out. It's going to be huge for you guys. Oh my gosh. That was my EXP plug on there.